Hello. That's my opening.
So, episode 6.
Okay, that could be the opening.
I think it's like the smelly people stick to the smelly people.
I can like Eskimo kiss a machine.
Yeah, and you've just missed the net.
I've just missed purposely.
So
energy.
yeah, definitely like these Dr. Pepper beats or whatever they are.
I don't think I'll ever become 6'3".
Do you hear the noise of this? It's Ben playing ping pong again.
Yeah, imagine a 10-year-old.
Oh,
I think I'm whacking them out. I reckon they are done.
We'll learn to eat with the microphone as well. You'll hear some amazing noises though.
I don't think I could even eat anything.
Hi, welcome back.
Welcome back. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year again. It is a brand new year now, finally. Because
Yes.
little secret, we actually recorded the other one before New Year's, but we'll get on to that because we're talking about that today. About what we did on New Year's Eve and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, actually, maybe I'll just start with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
That sounds so.
Good.
We had a really good New Year's Eve, didn't we? To be fair,
Yeah, I did enjoy it.
very very good. A very boozy one, I think you'll say, and a very recovering New Year's Day.
I was really unhappy, I think, on New Year's Day because I were really hungover, and I don't think I've been that hungover in a while. I feel like I didn't drink as much to equate to how hungover I was.
Yeah, I honestly, I think my problem was I thought I was going to be fine. And then when I thought back, I mixed so many drinks. Like, people were buying us tequila. I'm pretty sure I had some Prosecco at some point. I had, like, beers, Guinness, vodkas. Like, it's horrendous. And nobody should stick to that. Don't be proud of yourself for that, Ben, is what I say to myself.
No.
But yeah, it was a very, very good time. I loved it. We went out with, like, a load of us. 15 of us, I think it was.
Yeah. Because there was
an odd one out.
Yeah, there was 7 couples.
Yeah, and I didn't realise this until we got to the Indian, and then somebody just went, can't remember who it was, I think somebody just turned to me and went, did you know that it's mad that Ben's the only single person here? And I was like, oh. I was there and I was like, oh, God. This triplet is going to be even worse now with you in Georgia.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was still a really good time. And yeah, but we went to an Indian, went to I think it was Zook, I think it was called, I ever pronounce it?
Z-O-O-K.
Z-O-O-U-K, I think.
Oh, is there
I
a
think
U
there's
in
a
it?
U in there, yeah. That's why it's like Zook.
Okay.
I think so. Or Zauk. Well, yeah, that we went there, and it was very, very good, to be fair. It was quite an expensive one, but it was because we all got like drinks and stuff as well, and it ended up like totaling up. It wasn't like too expensive for a New Year's like thing, but it was very tasty and it was worth it.
We would have spent more paying for like a pre-booked kind of like big English shit. And it would have been like, it just would have been like normal food. Whereas like with an Indian, everyone loved an Indian. Chinese, I think is better, but you can be hit and miss with a Chinese.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like Indians usually are pretty good. Like when you go there and stuff, they're pretty tasty. But
I would say they've got a variety of like heat, but I don't think it matters how plain you get it. Some people just can't hack it.
One of my mates, well, our mates, in fact, she met him a few times now. I get along with him real well. So we're all getting our curries and stuff like that. And I never knew that he couldn't handle spice for some reason. And I thought because he goes quite a lot to like Indians, I think, with his family and stuff. So I thought, yeah.
Like the food place or the people?
No, the food place this time. And I thought, he must be all right with spice. And then he got a chicken and spinach and he were crying. And and Georgia literally was just doing the same thing and just going, yeah, he's being a pussy, basically.
So were his partner?
Yeah. Was it? Oh, it was, weren't it? But I think Georgia
had it as well, yeah.
Georgia was just saying, yeah, it tastes like korma. Something.
Yeah, she weren't impressed.
I know, and the thing is, I hold my hands up. I had a tikka masala. I'm not saying I'm like the biggest spice man ever or anything like that, but it had a little bit of spice in this one. I didn't make it mild. I was pretty proud of myself, and it was really good. It was very tasty.
I didn't make it mild. Was that what you just said?
I think you can make a tikka masala mild sometimes.
Oh,
in
right.
certain places, because they had a bit more yogurt on. I think that's what they do, just mixing it in. But I don't think it did. I was pretty drunk though, by that point as well.
Point?
I feel like I was fine, and then we sat down in the Indian, and I feel like I just kind of looked around and I was like, I can feel it now. I think it was like tipsy. I don't think it was like bad. Okay. But I definitely think them 2 Cobra big beers that I had as well later on I was like, oh, I was like, yeah, this is it me now. I feel like I'm already thinking what's going on. Like, it was more when I went to the toilet and I started having a wee, and I looked at the reflection while I was cleaning my hands and stuff like that, because I clean my hands, don't worry. And I looked at myself and I was like, yeah, you might be a bit pissed now, so just walk outside and be fine. And then I
thought you'd do that before you washed your hands.
Yeah, well, no way. No, it was really, really good. And then we ended up going to, I always forget like the name of this pub, but we went to this pub that is usually really rammed, isn't it? That's the one that's always rammed outside, I think, and hard to get in.
Summit and Brown.
Oh, yes, because I remember them saying like, oh, we're going there, aren't they? Or was that not just the name of the road?
No, the pub was called it.
Right, okay, yeah, Summit and Brown it was called, but it was really, really good. And it was perfect to rain in for the new year. It was pretty funny because as soon as the clocks turned midnight, I just had all my mates coming and grabbing me and kissing me on the lips. And I was there and I was like, this is really lovely. But I was also like, everybody was doing it. I was like, what's going on? And then there's a video of it as well.
There is a video.
That one of my mates recorded, and I was like, oh no. And you can just see everybody like having a really good time, obviously having the New Year's kiss. Yeah. Especially you.
The video, it's really like, right, I'm going to mention two things. One of them, I don't know if you've noticed and just not brought it up to me. And the other one is just very obvious. The video is like 1.5 minutes long, and everyone's like celebrating with each other. Everyone gets their New Year's kiss, and then they like hassle Ben, and like everyone starts hugging each other.
I loved it.
And me and Georgia don't move. Me and Georgia don't acknowledge anyone else. And I didn't think, like, in the video, to be fair, at the end of the video, I start drinking my pint. So, like, it went the entire time. But it worked for like at least a minute. And at one point, she said something to me. And I can't remember. She asked me like what drink I was having. And she was like, is it this? Or like, is it what Ben's having? Or something like that. And I say no. Right. But in the video, it's like in the midst of like my New Year's kiss and stuff. And it looks like I like nuzzle her. Like I'm an Eskimo or something. No. And it's so like, I was like, oh, it's painful. Because people will think I'm like Pookie. And I'm like I've forgot where I was. And I like go like that. And it's not true. She said something to me. And I'm going, no. But because I'm also drunk, I'm going, like that. Like a tit. And I think there's two reasons why that video wasn't posted. One, because I am just completely necking off in the background. But the other is like half the video is covered, and I think whoever filmed it will be furious because I checked it and went, yeah, it looks fine. And you can just see this massive like ceiling. What's the word?
Like a skating board type thing, but it was.
What holds the ceiling? No, it was. I can't remember. A beam, like a beam.
Oh,
like
yeah,
a ceiling beam.
Okay.
Anyway, it was half the video.
That one at first when you mentioned to me when we watched this, you were a bit annoyed about that.
I know. Well, that's why I'm gonna. Because I was like, why didn't it go up? And yeah, ceiling beam. And it was a nice video. It was a nice video for the first like 30 seconds, and then the next 30, I'm kind of wincing. Yeah, I'm kind of just like, you can give it a rest now.
Well, it got sexy when everybody started kissing me, then that's what it was. It was
I know.
It was all like nice and like romantic, and then it got a bit steamy with me. That's what it was.
Yeah. You made it like 18 and plus. I would like, I'd show how many people kissed him, but I don't want to be in the shot. I don't want that kind of, I don't want that. No, it was a really good night.
It was.
The Indian was good. I can't remember what I got from the Indian, but the halloumi pakoras that we had as the starter were belting.
Oh,
and I am
so fit.
fuming that I shared them. I ordered a starter to share. So I just thought, I'll just get a starter to share. This was before I realised we were all splitting the bill down the middle. Otherwise, I would have ordered 2 and more drinks. So maybe insensible. I didn't order sliders and a bottle of wine, but it's fine. The pub was really good. People started slagging the fact that we went to the pub, Summit and Brown, whatever it was called, at first, because there were 15 of us and we were all stood up and there was no place to sit.
Okay.
Luckily, we were able to haggle like 3 tables just as people were leaving. Suddenly, it became the best place to be.
I know, yeah.
So, good choice overall. And we just stayed there for the rest of the night, basically.
Yeah, it were really, really good.
And a live band as well, which was cool.
Yeah. Honestly, I've been in there a couple of times. It's always like nice, but it was more of a you go in there for half an hour, and then we go. But because obviously it was New Year's and you're probably going to struggle getting anywhere, we were straight about we'll just stay here. And yeah, I thought it was class. It were really, really good, and yeah, it was just fun. And like we got all the good seats. We were all mingling. Everybody were like getting along and stuff like that, and it was really nice. I didn't get a New Year's kiss off any random pretty lady, but I did get a load of my good-looking lad mates. So I suppose that counts as more.
You got a few New Year's kisses off random lucky ladies throughout the year.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah.
So, in different countries. So
yeah, stag do's and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, you're fine.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
You had too much. You were gonna blow up if you had any more. Any more from women? Men's fine.
Men's fine.
You were underachieving with men. That's why so many men kissed you on the night, so you could hit your New Year's resolution.
Yeah. From
last year, which was to kiss more men and more women.
Yeah, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to bring that up in the last podcast. I was like, well, because I didn't want to let people down. That's what it was. Yeah. But yeah, then so like I said, the next day was a bit rough. And then I ended up like just being half asleep on my mate's settee the whole time. His girlfriend was like pretty bad as well, like, as in just like we're both just on the different settee asleep. And then mate were just watching darts. And then whatever I did see of darts, I quickly really enjoyed, because then I ended up watching Luke Little win last night, which was really cool.
Actual Luke Littler or Luke Littler from the north?
No, not from the north. No, he is from the north anyway, isn't he? Yeah. I think he's from Warrington.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we said on the first episode with North, we're on about like Liverpool and all that big city. Remember that?
Did we?
Yeah, because people were saying, has he forgot about the other big cities?
Last year though.
Yeah, it was last year. Different thing, innit?
I've slept since then.
Exactly. But yeah, so I ended up watching that, and then I ended up being like really enjoying the darts. And then I think you quite laughed at me last night, because it was like you were talking to your mate, weren't you? You were like, oh, is he watching darts? No, man's sport. And I never really thought anything of darts. Like, I enjoyed playing it at the pub and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I ended up watching it last night, and like, you just kept you shouted down to me a couple of times, being like, "Is it done yet?" And you thought it was the longest game ever, didn't you?
I'm not being funny. We're on for like 2.5 hours or something.
It was on for quite a while, because Luke Little were doing really well, and then I think he had like one set near the end, and I thought, it felt like he was sort of panicking a little bit, but it was literally one set of being bad, and then next minute cleaned him out.
Yeah.
But it were a good watch, to be honest. But I really, really think I'm gonna get into darts. Like, I really enjoyed it, and I really want to go to actually watch like a match.
Yeah.
I was saying this to you, and I don't think you're too sure about this, but I think it looks a bit like the Bongos Bingo set out of like the tables and stuff like that, and people dress up and stuff, and it just looks really fun. And I just think I'd have a really good time just having a couple of drinks and like with the lads and stuff and just chilling.
I like the idea of doing that without the darts.
Without the darts, what? So Bongos Bingo.
I was just going to the pub. And having a pint with my mates. The problem is, if I go to watch darts, not only have I now found out it takes quite a while, I might not be close.
I get that. There is that worry of like, because it feels like, are you just watching it on a TV there?
Yeah, it just feels for expensive pints as well.
Yeah. Like, the atmosphere will be good, but at the same time, like, the atmosphere is probably more to the front as well, isn't it? I'm sure people will really try it at the back, but I don't even know how it works, because I was interested about this, whether it's like you just get lucky, or do you actually pay more to get closer? I feel like you must pay more.
I thought you meant like just how darts works. Like, just get lucky, or have they actually got skill?
No, sometimes I do look and I'm like, it's got to be luck, and then they just start doing it again and again. I'm like, yeah, it's skill. I'll just never get that.
Yeah.
But like the last, like, I was really wanting like that he came to the end of like just before his actual final leg, I think you call it.
Right.
He basically was like, he did 2 bullseyes and then went for like a double 16 or a double 19, I think it was, but he just missed the double, but he got the 2 bullseyes. And I was there and I was like, oh, this, and I shouted, I was like, this is going to be a class win, this. And then he lost, but then he ended up cleaning up on the next one anyway, so I was like, fair dues. But really wanting him to win on that one.
I heard you, because you were just talking to yourself at the TV, just going, oh, that would have been such a finish.
You're wondering what's going
on. And I opened the shutter to look down on you. And I'm like, what? And you're like, oh, you should have seen it. 2.5 hours in. Just missed the double. I'm like, all right. So is it done? You're like, no. And then 5 minutes later, you're like, he's got the win. Oh, it would have been such a finish if he finished with that double.
I know, but he still did very, very good. I feel like I've taken that away from him as well. And congrats to Luke Littler, if he ever sees this, which I hope he does.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe not. But yeah, if you do, can you please help us get tickets? Well, me tickets.
I don't want it. Just get me a pint at a normal price in a pub.
Yeah, we'll go for a pint with you. We'll head up your way if you want Warrington. I know you're more than welcome, for us to join you.
Yeah. There's not much in Warrington,
Is there not?
A bit boring, Warrington.
I've never been. I think my mate's uncle's from there, but I nearly went on a night out there, because I got invited to his birthday, but I ended up being really busy or something, so I was like, I can't do that.
Okay.
But yeah, so I never ended up going, but there's nothing there. Have you been on a night out there or just been...
No, I've just been to Warrington. I can't imagine going to Warrington on a night out, because it means I'd have to stay in Warrington. I don't want to stay in Warrington. And I can't get back. It's down motorway. I have to get on some dodgy little bus or something.
Oh no.
I won't do that. I don't want to get on the 592.
You don't want to get on the one that you have to get to Burnley as well.
I don't like buses. Buses are shit. Trains, I used to have a bit of a thing about getting on trains because I think they're weird. But I think I've grown up.
I get you. Yeah. No,
that's the end of it.
I did the same thing, mate. I'd only go on a train if my mates were with me because I don't think I understood how they worked. And then as soon as I started using them, I was like, oh, they're not that bad actually. But before that, I used to be like, oh.
You don't know how trains work? Oh,
when I was younger, yeah, I feel like I knew how they work, but I always thought that I'm gonna miss something or I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna be like, oh, what? I'm gonna miss this sign. I'm gonna go to the wrong place. And it's all on your phone really now, isn't it? So you just see all that, and I'm like, yeah, pretty much. But I think I used to be really nervous about it because I was like, oh, I'm not going on my own on a train. My dad still doesn't like going on trains now. I'm pretty sure because he just never got used to it, so he never did it. I think it's the art of not knowing. That sounds really silly, but the art of not knowing.
He's a funny little man, your dad.
He is. I love him, but he is funny. He is quite, and he will be listening to this as well.
Yeah, so, that's fine.
But he.
I like you, but I can't imagine you behind the wheel of a car. That's the easiest statement of how I sum him up in my brain.
I feel like it makes sense. Usually having a couple of beers, probably a good reason he's not behind the car.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he is a funny man. But
yeah, I really liked him when you did the marathon and we went out for an all you can eat.
Yeah.
Because all he did was talk to me and he was like, oh, you and Ben are really good. I was like, oh, thanks. Oh, we aren't done now. You don't see us at work. You were like, oh, just keep it up. I was like, thank you.
The thing is, he means the best with everything.
Yeah.
But he is funny because he's like...
Well, he loves that unknown.
Yeah. Yeah. He literally, he does, but he does and he doesn't, apparently. But he loves the unknown when it comes to me, I think. He's like, oh. But he does it, with everything. He's very, I'll go, right, I'll ask him something 3 times because I want a genuine answer from him. He'll give me 2 answers, and what it'll be is he'll give me 1 answer, which will be the complete opposite to the second answer. And then I'll ask him a 3rd time to be like, right, is this what you want to tell me? Because I need you to tell me the truth. I don't want you to just say shit. I want you to give me the answer. And then he'll go, okay. And he'll go, why have you asked me 3 times? I'm like, because you don't give me the actual answer that you think. Okay. And I'm like, please. And I feel like I take part of that.
I said, do you not do that?
I can do it sometimes. I don't mean to. I try to reel it back in, but my dad's free form with it. He'll just keep going and going with it. And I was like, I could ask him something 10 times, it'll be a different answer every time, but it's only a yes or a no.
I respect it.
Yeah, I feel like you've got to somewhere. It's like there's some sort of hustle there, I feel like. Like he's having me, and he'll start saying things to me, and I'll be like, all right, Dad, you calm down. Then he'll just be calm. He'll just start trying to wind me up, and they'll be like, no, I'm fine. And I'll be like, I can't deal with you half the time. I just want to come in and chill with you. As soon as I walk in, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. What's wrong with you then? What do you want me to say? And they'll go upstairs and I'll be like, Dad, that's annoying, stop it. And they'll go, oh, so you're in a mood then? What's happened at work? And I'm like, nothing. You're just getting on my back, leave me alone.
As we've said, he'll watch this.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, please stop it. But also don't, because it is you and it's funny. And I can deal with it when I'm not living with you anymore. Because it's not every single day. Or on the weekend, every single 5 minutes.
Yeah. What's next on your list?
Next on the list
of things to talk
wonderful
about.
Things. So spoke about the darts. I'm pretty happy about that. I definitely want to go to a match.
I don't. I proper don't.
You still don't?
Yeah. While you look at your list, I'll just display the fact that it's a big room with a small dartboard. Like, I feel like you'd need glasses just to watch it on the front row, and I've got really good vision, so I don't get the vibes. Also, it's really slow. Like, it is slow. It's a slow thing. It's like watching. It's like being excited to go watch snooker, and then just watching someone go. That's darts.
I do much prefer playing snooker as well.
They're not even good to look at. They all look like a big fan of a Hollands pie.
To be fair, Luke Humphries doesn't. Luke Humphries, I think he's
I
probably
darts
quite
players.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. I feel like you
I
end
don't
up.
like darts.
I thought you end up seeing the ones that have got the mohawks and like the mad stuff like that all the time.
I see the good ones.
I love Stephen Bunting though. He's funny. He's quality.
Another name I don't know.
Sorry, I'm just gonna have to stop now. But yeah, I do agree. I get the snooker thing. I in the way of it being like, my mate's been to snooker and he said you got to buy the headset to even listen to it, but if you don't pay for that, then you don't get to see it. And it just feels a lot of like bit of a ball work. But like with darts, the best thing that they do, they have a break quite often so you can go get another pint.
Right. Okay.
It's not like your football when you go and watch like a 45-minute half and I'm like, because I've been drinking all day, I've within 10 minutes of the game I need a piss. So I'm going to miss like 5-10 minutes of the game just going to the toilet. Like, it's not like that.
Yeah.
But like...
They probably do it so that darts players can sit down. They don't stand up that much. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point in the next 5 to 10 years they bring in darts but in chairs.
I was going to say, is that not like the Paralympics?
Why wouldn't it be any different? You sat in a chair. You just lower the dartboard. You know what I mean? Like, why don't they play it in chairs?
They like walking around a bit and having a bit of a water as well, just to calm the nerves, I think.
All right, well, the chair and a side table.
But yeah, but to be fair to Luke Littler as well, right? I can't imagine the fact that he is literally 17, right?
Yeah.
And he's just done this. Like, I think it was Van Gerwen was literally 24, and he was the youngest. I found out last night, and now he's 17. Luke Littler. That's so young. To even be entered in the tournament like that is incredible. I think he entered at 16 as well.
Yeah,
that's insane. Mad guy, but very well done to him. Very, very well done. So the next thing I was going to talk about is obviously with my fitness page and stuff like that. I've been saying about it and said it in the last episode.
What's it called?
Pull and Ben. P-U-L. No, I'm not doing that again.
I'm not doing it again.
But so my plan at the moment is I've just got it written down. So I'm gonna be going to the gym about, I think the plan is about 5 times a week in reality.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and do cardio every single day and some kind of like either weightlifting, but I'm probably going to do 3 times a week of weightlifting and then 2 times a week of like doing body weight stuff. And then I'm going to try and aim for 3 to 4 times a week to do abs and stuff. So that's my general like understanding of what I want to do. I'm probably going to write it out properly, being like, right, this is what I'm going to do. And I'm probably going to add it to the page as well and be like, this is what I'm going to do at the moment and stuff like that. But what I want to do as well with the page and obviously with the podcast, I think because we're doing it on a weekly basis, I want to challenge myself each week to do something. So we talked about it before we started the podcast, of being like challenging each other and stuff like that. It would be quite a cool thing, you know, like when we get obviously hopefully bigger and bigger, then we can do bigger challenges and stuff like that. But the plan for me is for this week, so I'm going to start off for this week.
Yeah, sorry. My head goes to many places, and because you're called Pull and Ben, I was like, oh, maybe I need a pun. And the only thing I came up with was Howister.
To be fair, it works for you, mate. You're loving Howister at the moment.
I love Howister.
Howister.
Right, go on, carry on.
But yeah, and I love that. These are the best things when you just see me this random stuff and I'm like, yeah, I love it. But so this week, right, every single day, okay, I'm going to do 100 press-ups. So I've done 50 throughout today, and I'm going to do 50 before it ends up being midnight. So then I've done my 100, because I've been to the gym and stuff today, and I've been on the treadmill and stuff and done all what I need to do today. But I was debating whether to keep it at 50, but no, I'm going to do 100 because it's a week. And then I think then I'll introduce another challenge next week. I'm not sure what it would be yet. Maybe it would just be adding an extra thing onto the 100 press-ups, of doing maybe like 100 sit-ups or something. But I'll have a think about that. But that's my challenge for this week. If anybody wants to join us, that sees it and has enough time to actually do it for the week.
Right, but I got to do this as well.
No, you don't have to. I'm just saying at some point we'll start challenging each other, but I'm challenging myself at the moment because obviously I felt we're very busy at the moment with a lot of things and it's going to the new year. So
that's fine. You just said us, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Sorry. If you want to join me, so you are welcome. You are welcome. But yeah, that's the plan. So 100 press-ups a day, and stick to that. And I'll start posting about stuff, and I want to get like some kind of system going with the pull and bend stuff as well, because I want to get used to all that stuff. But it's a very exciting year, and I genuinely believe that like by the end of the year we're going to have done a lot of stuff that we wanted to do, and I'm very, very optimistic with what we're doing because I just think it's going to be good. I'm very excited about it all, and I'm enjoying doing what we're doing and all this stuff, and the idea of getting fit now and stuff like that, like properly fit, and I'm going to start entering like things again. I think I'm going to do the half marathon in October. I'm really debating it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'm not going to go stupid and do a full marathon again. I'm just going to do a half, and I'm going to slowly work my way towards doing all these bigger and bigger challenges, and eventually the Ironman.
Have you looked into this?
All I know is it's in October, and I've just decided today that I think I want to do it. Literally, I'm just gonna. It's gonna be a process. I'm not gonna batter my head and think about all these things at the moment and sign on just yet. I'm gonna wait till I'm paid as well because it's been quite an expensive month.
Yeah.
So I want to do that. But I'm going to be with a challenge as well, with 100 press-ups and stuff, and any of these challenges I do, I'm going to be 100% transparent about it. If I don't do it, I'm going to hold my hand up and I'm going to sit there and I'm be like, sorry guys, I didn't do it this week. Okay. But I want to be honest about it because I'm like, it's okay if you do miss it because of some reason, but as long as there's a genuine reason. Like, I feel like if I'm just being lazy, I want to have some sort of, what's the word? Accountability for it. So I don't want to be... I don't want to be the sort of person who just starts to get lazy again with it. I want to fully focus on it all. So that's my plan. That's the plan. That's what's happening. Okay. 100 press-ups this week. Each day. Okay. Not just 100 press-ups. So that's 700, to clarify.
Yeah, let me get my big book out and I'll tell you what I'm doing. That's not as bad. Sorry.
Put it out.
Oh, yeah. Here it is. Calisthenics.
Yes.
Okay, that's it. That's all I do. Well, to be fair, actually, I do have something that I need to do. I need to add 2 more workouts. Or just mix up the workouts from the existing days and add them onto Saturday and Sunday. Because I don't have Saturday and Sunday workouts. I only have Monday to Friday workouts.
Okay.
And the idea, actually, even better, I'm doing 75 hard. So that's why I need to do that. And... I can't tell you. I can do it off the top of my head. The rules of my 75 hard are that I have to do 2 different workouts a day. One of them has to be outside. I have to eat 3 healthy enough meals, just not a dirty meal. I have to drink plenty of water. I have to make my bed. I added that one in myself. It's a cute one.
That is cute.
Just so then I can tick something off at the start of the day.
Do mine as well if you want, mate. Where
I only have 1. If I had 2 on the list, maybe I would.
I'm sure you're going to stick to it.
It does say make our bed, though. Because sometimes I'm at George's. So I was like, I'm going to put there instead of my bed. Because it'd be quite hard to make my bed from somewhere else.
And you'd be fuming if you got to day 74.
I know, and I'd just be annoyed. Workout, water, make a bed, healthy meals, and... journal.
You do journal. Right, okay. I like that.
Do the journal thing. Oh, and a progress picture.
Right, that's
cool. My 75 hard. I have stuck to it so far. It is the 4th, so I've stuck to it for 4 days.
Still good.
Does the thing. They can both be outside as well. It doesn't have to be one inside, one outside.
Yeah.
And yeah. Oh, and my personal challenge of running every day has been fine so far as well.
Yeah.
I did my first 5K of the year today in 27 minutes.
That's good. It's good timing, that, mate. I need to get up in myself these times as well, because I'm impressed when you tell me them.
I was blowing out my arse at the end of it. I looked like a red onion. Not a tomato, because I'm a little bit tanned. So I'm going to say red onion. So I wasn't impressed by that. So I immediately washed my face to try and get rid of it. And it disappeared, to be fair. But my hat is wet, so I'm going to have to put it in the wash now, because it was just sweat. It wasn't raining.
You're getting back and you showed me. I was like, bloody hell. I was like, yeah, you've been working hard, mate.
Horrible stuff.
I know, but, you know, it's good. All good stuff.
Yeah, it's fine.
And, as well, you're getting yourself fit for our track day that we've got booked on the 14th of MRC. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's going to be good. So the plan is basically, it is the 14th, isn't it? So we're going to Etihad Stadium to run around the track, which is pretty cool. So we booked a ticket. I got very close to getting the last ticket, we think.
I'm in the WhatsApp chat for the guy who runs the Manchester Run Club, which we're in. And he was like, 50% of the tickets are gone. So I text Ben and I'm like, oh, grab this ticket, you want to do it? And he's like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll get it on lunch. And I know when his lunch is. His lunch is gone. And I'm like, oh, you got that ticket? And he's like, a few tickets left. I get a text. I'm like, you got it? He's like, oh, yeah, I'll do it now. And then he texts me saying he's got it. And at the same time, the notification that says, all sold out now, was also pasted. And I was like, God's sake, tell me you've got it. And he was like, yeah, I've got it. And I was like, I think you bought the last one.
I know, that was pretty thingy. I wore my hands about. I was an idiot for not getting it early. But when I got onto my dinner, I just started talking and completely forgot. And then luckily you reminded me, because I wouldn't have got it. I'll be honest. I probably. Yeah. I think it would have sparked I reckon genuinely it would have sold out, and something in my head would have gone, oh shit, you need to get a ticket. And I would have looked at the exact same time, and that's what would have happened. But yeah, so thank you for that, mate. So we've got that, which is going to be cool. So we don't really know what it entails exactly. I don't know if it's going to be I hope it's not racing, because
I have got a guess.
Okay. You're just going to say running around the track?
Running around the track.
Yeah, there we are. I do think that it will just be running around the track as long as we can. I think it'll just be they'll do a couple of laps of it. But I hope it's racing, because I ain't doing it fast. I'm just going to go at it at a decent pace and just because I don't want to be puffing out my ass. But yeah.
I think it will just be running around the track at different paces as well.
Just like how they normally do it and stuff like that. Yeah, that makes sense.
But just doing it in circles. Which I think will annoy me, because I'll be able to see the faster people all the time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't want to get overlapped.
And they'll just lap me again and again and again. Oh, that'll be annoying.
Oh, well. I think it's one of them that, I get what you mean, but at the same time, it's they've been doing it for a long time, haven't they? I feel like. And they do some mad paces, some of them. We do want to get up into the faster paces.
They're all really skinny as well.
Yeah, I looked and I genuinely thought, I don't mean this in a bad way at all. I went and I was thinking, one of the first times, and I was like, I really hope that, a few more people that are a bit like me, a bit, shorter, and have a bit of a belly. And then I went and everybody were thin and really tall. And I was there and I was like, I'll go into the bottom group.
They've got runners' bodies.
Yeah.
And
they just look good. They look like runners. Literally. Yeah. So I just was there and I was like,
it's one of those things, when people are like, oh, metabolism, you've got a good metabolism, or oh, you'd be good at this or be good at that. It's definitely you've got an advantage if you're born with a runner's body. So one of my mates looked at me because I run, and he was like, you'd be good at lifting. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. He's like, yeah, you're like, you're not built for running. And I was like, yeah, but it just means I work harder to run because I've got little legs. I will always say that I have the legs of someone who's about 5'10", 5'9", but I am 6 foot tall, and it isn't an advantage in some ways and a disadvantage in others.
It's so true though, because I'm pretty sure our legs are the same height, and
we wear the same pants.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we do.
And I am 2 or 3 inches bigger than you.
Yeah. Excuse me.
No comment.
I said not when it's in my mouth. sorry, that's awful. Ignore that.
Horrific. I'm not cutting it out.
No, I don't want you to. I want to double down.
I'll do it again and again and again.
Just keep saying mouth on repeat. Zoom in, mouth. I'm doing it for you. You don't even need to edit it.
Maybe I'll just cut that and pretend it's slow.
Yeah. You're moving normal and I'm there like, mouth.
Perfect. I've completely lost my train of thought now.
Sorry.
I was talking about running. Oh, the track.
Track.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be running on a track. But it'll be nice because there'll only be a certain amount of people there. Yeah. It's ticket based.
So probably get more chatting to people and stuff like that than it'd be more of a... Like, cause I feel like sometimes we go and I think we try to chat to people. People usually we're just straight up running. So like, when I've been there, I'm like, I'll talk for like the first 5 minutes and then I'm locked in because I'm puffing up. I'm bright red and they're like, I don't think I want to talk to me. Either looks embarrassed or there's something wrong with him. And I'm like, no, I've just been running for 10 minutes and I'm tired.
Yeah.
And I'm like, please talk to me.
I get that.
I'm not that bad. But yeah, it happened when we went to that Snappies one because these lads started talking to me and they were really nice lads. And I was trying to have a genuine conversation with them, but we were going uphill at one point, like slightly uphill, bit of an incline. And I was just honest with them. I was like, I'm trying to talk to you, but I'm struggling.
Did you say that?
Yeah, I was like, I got to a point where I was like, I just kept talking, and then I just went, I kind of slipped it in there of being like, I'm tired. I'm not fit at the moment, so you'll have to bear with.
Right.
And then I started like catching a rep, and I was like, right, now we're going on a normal level again. I'll talk to you about Vegas.
Yeah.
Or whatever we were talking about.
It was Vegas, I remember it, because I kind of like slowed into it, like listen. It was like I were eavesdropping. And then I was like, what about Vegas? And I went, oh, Vegas? A holiday I didn't go to. And I went, oh yeah. And in my head I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep going. And then I completely ruined myself, I think. Oh no, that were a different run. I thought I ruined myself on the uphill, but we went the long way around, didn't we?
Yeah, because you had the nice surprise of, you had the antlers on that we bought, and then you had your jumper, but I didn't even know this. You had it underneath your like jacket thing. And then you took it off for a second. I was like, that's class, like funny. Nobody even reacted, and I was like, please.
No one cared.
Yeah, nobody cared. I was like, I get it, they're on a run, but I was also like, come on.
You know what? Yeah, quick call out to that fucking Snappies runner group. Like, oh, people, can you wear Christmas shit? No one were wearing a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the best I got, I think, was like a Santa hat from someone. I was there in a full Christmas jumper in antlers. You were in antlers. Like, it was like...
We're a bit of a duo.
Yeah, exactly.
And they took a picture, and we've never seen it. I really want to see that picture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that.
We're going to have to ask him at some point. We'll go again and
full
we'll ask
on
him.
pic. Yeah.
Like, decent picture. And, well, I hope it's a decent picture. I feel like it was. But,
yeah,
so we did that, and then you did that, and within, like, I feel like, which I don't blame you at all. I think you had it on for a minute, and you were like, it's so warm.
I was sweating buckets. Yeah, that's why I took the first layer off to reveal it, because I was like, I had this jumper under, and then I was like, took it off. Immediately I was better. I was like, okay, I feel miles better now.
Yeah, you were doing well because you had that on, mate. If I had that on, I don't think I would have made it past first corner. I'll be honest. Yeah. Like, and the fact you kept that quiet as well, class. I love it. It probably helped you a little bit for the walk there because that walk there was horrendous.
Oh yeah, it was really cold.
Yeah, it was freezing.
It started raining as well.
Yeah, it weren't good, mate. But it's probably a good job you had a jacket on because imagine like you walking around with a Christmas jumper on and it getting all wet. That'd be horrible, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, not a fan. Yeah, not a fan at all. But we haven't started running with the groups again because it's slightly scary. And New Year, I needed to get over my hangover. Snappies have ran today. That's the first week back. And I was just like, not doing that.
I weren't ready for it today.
No, not doing that. I don't know when's the 14th? A week on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Maybe that can be my welcome one back.
I think that's what I'm going to do because I want to do my own things at the moment to get fit because I don't want to... I did it before and I know I can do it, like go to these 5Ks and stuff like that, but I want to get fitter and get like feeling a bit more comfortable doing it. Like, so like when we're doing the track day, I know we put that on now, so that's good. But I think the first 5K I'll do back will be on the 21st. I think they did, Manchester Run Club are doing a 5K
All right.
They're doing like a cool sauna trip thing after, and I think it's like a new place in Manchester that's like a hot and ice room and all that stuff. And but I'm not going to book onto that because I'm just going to go and do the run because I feel like I don't know enough people there to be there. So I was a bit like, do I really want to do that? Yeah, maybe I'll do it another time. But I want to keep going and like actually like chatting to people and stuff because they do seem nice and stuff. I just think when you go on a run, it's meant to be social because it's a group. But I feel like as we don't know people, we'll have a quick chat and then it's kind of like the next time we go, like, oh, that person we just talked to isn't even there again. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it feels like once we get to somebody that's probably a bit like recurring and going like more times, like we will be doing. But we're the same thing. We've only been a couple of times as well, and we've not been to every one. So, which we did do all right though, because I think we were going to most of them. But the first one this year, which is terrifying, is a 15k back, and I was like, you don't want to be warming people up to that. I was like, 5k, I would have thought about it. 15k, I looked at it, I messaged you, and I was like, nah. I just honest, I'm like.
I was like, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you in the same boat, weren't you? Like, yeah, we're not even touching that.
I think there's so many things that I wanted to sort out in the new year, like working and stuff, like getting back into it, because I'm not even back into work yet. I thought about it and I was like, I'm just gonna leave it for now. I'll have this weekend, and then I'll go for it on the Monday. And even then, I'm not really prepared.
No.
But I'll be fine. I think going back into it on the Monday is me kind of getting myself back in the work head. Yeah. And I'll go from there. You've already started.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
No, it's alright. I think in a way, it was like, oh, I've got to go back now because it's like I've had this nice time off. And then when I was in there, I was like, oh, I'm kind of glad now that I'm in there because I'm like back into a routine. You know, I think it switched me back on with it, which was good. Because I think I was there on the Thursday and I got up in the morning, it was freezing, my car was frozen over, and I was like, this is not a good morning. And then I got there and I was like, oh, it's alright, I'm not after people, stuff like that, and I'm sound. Which was fine. And then it was Friday the next day and I was like, right, I can just go home now for the weekend and then we can do this stuff and like everything else. Chill. Actually have a proper chill. I feel like we didn't have a lot of chill when we were off because I feel like we were doing lots of things as well.
We kept doing a lot of things. It kept really annoying me actually. I didn't want to it didn't annoy me, but like, I just felt like I wasn't slowing down, which is exactly what I wanted the Christmas period to be. Like, I felt like I was doing stuff on like the run up. I had like George's birthday, then there were like Christmas Eve, Christmas, Boxing Day.
Yeah.
And we had New Year's, but it was also Casey's birthday. So not only I think have I really took a left-right uppercut to my bank account, doing all that. Same. Like that's four like I want to say like major things: George's birthday, Christmas, or maybe not Boxing Day actually. Boxing Day kind of. I like bought presents for like George's family. Oh no. See, I knew there was something. I had it in my head. George's birthday, Christmas, Casey's birthday, New Year. Yes. There you go. I knew there were four. I was like, Boxing Day, that doesn't sound right. Yes, so that's taken a hit. And just that in general, I think you need a breather afterwards, and I could never quite get it. So I tried to just calm down a little. And I feel like I've got just enough. I've had just enough time. I would like a little more. I'm not going to get it. No. I'm going to be completely honest. Today has probably been the most chill day I've had.
Really?
In my brain, in my head. But it's because I've, quick work chat, switched my productivity app from one to another. Because I was getting a little bit stressed with the one I was using. It's really good. It's called, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to say like Aki Flow. But it was really good because I could make slots and then put my tasks in slots. So I could put like from 1 till 5, I'll do these tasks. Instead of like booking a task for like an hour and then feeling like I've only got that hour to do it. Yeah. Or like I have to do it between 2 and 3, otherwise I'm not following it. So I've just gone to like one that does everything. It's really nice actually. It's made by Moleskine, who make really good notebooks.
Oh, okay.
But what it has my 75-hour challenge on. It has my journaling on. It has my tasks on. It has my calendar on. And something that's really small, but is really good, is all of these apps, they use their own calendar, right? But when I add stuff onto a calendar through this app, it opens my Apple Calendar, which then links to everything, my Google, everything. So it works really well. Works chef's kiss. So I don't know how they've made this app, because they're not... I've used their other apps, and their other apps, sorry if you hear this moleskin, are shit. Like proper bad, because it's just like, they just make notebooks. So they don't really make apps, but this one is like an all-in-one, perfect. It looks really good on a phone. It looks the same on a laptop, which kind of annoys me, because I'd want it to be more detailed. But it's fine. If it's got everything on the phone, I'll just use it on the phone. I have got it on my laptop. Probably not going to open it. But I think I changed the way that I work a lot of the time. I'm a bit of a faff. So, yeah, no, it's good. So I think that took a lot of mental power to switch over. And then once I did it, I felt like I had a lot of relief, because I could just tick my boxes. I write down my stuff. I go, and then I forget about it. And like today, just popped up, record episode 6.
That's cool. Yeah.
And I was like, right, perfect. That's what I need to do today.
I feel like, as well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you're always looking for an even better routine.
I am.
So it's kind of like, you'll get a routine, you're like, this is good, but it could be better. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a blessing and a curse, because it's a good thing, because you're always looking for that better thing. But at the same time, are you ever going to hit that better thing?
I know.
I'm not trying to batter your head. I'm just like...
No. What it is, and it's so pathetic, is I'm just trying to find the simplest way to do anything. And sometimes things can't be simple, but I want it to be simple. So I won't stop until it's simple. My working out, it was pissing me off. I was switching gyms, then I weren't at the gym, and now I am at the gym, and I have a different style of working out that I've never done, and that is fresh to me, and it is new. And I think the best part about it is I feel better, but I'm not tired. So I'm not like proper feeling it. And I know like people are like, oh, if you're not feeling it, nothing's going on. But like, I can tell that it makes a change. I don't give a shit. You fucking walk with a cramp next day, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't care. I can walk right as rain the next day and you can't. Womp. Like, I don't care, you know what I mean? Like, it's great that like people are like, oh, I've got a proper pump. Like, oh, my arms are going to be dead for the next 3 days. I'm like, I don't really want my arms to be dead for the next 3 days. I've got stuff to do. I don't want to make noises when I walk down the stairs. I don't want I can feel that one. After a good day yesterday. I'm like, yeah, but it's not a good day today, is it?
Yeah.
It's a good day yesterday. That's in the past now.
I do get you, because a lot of that can scare you off as well, I feel like. And it's what it is it's a nice way to build yourself up as well. And you don't need to be lifting heavy like stuff like that. For what you want, for your body, you don't need that as well. Calisthenics and doing the stuff that you're doing now are perfect for you.
I'm not Eddie Hall.
You know, that's what I mean. Like, and I get the fact that people like enjoy that, and I will sit there and be like, I've had days when I've been like that, and I've like lifted everything, and I'll be like, oh yeah, and then I'll go the next day and I'm like, now I'm moaning, because I'm like, I don't want to moan. I'm trying to be like, it's been a good day, but at the same time I'm like, and I am making the noises, but its legs are the worst, and it's so painful.
You know what it is as well that used to annoy me? It's when I felt like I had a really good day, and then I wake up the next day and I am aching. I can't do it again. I can't go to the gym and feel the same, because I'm aching, and I'm like, and I know that's when you target different areas and stuff, but it will just piss me off being in the gym aching.
Yeah, because then you feel like if you want to do something that's a little bit similar with certain like body weights or whatever, and you can't do it as much, it gets in your head then. And then you feel like you've done a bad day that day, which is even worse because you've been to the gym and you've had a bad day.
It's annoying, and then you just don't feel like, you're like, why did I go to the gym?
Yeah.
Like, I've just been struggling the entire time.
I think with stuff like that, this is why I was saying, like, if you do it once and you are like that, as long as you keep it going, then it's sound. But a lot of the time you can lift heavy and then stop again, and then you do it again, and then you're always just going to that like thing of being like, oh, it's hurting. Yeah. But if you like get into a routine with it, then I think that's fair. Because if you're just having the one day of it, fair dues. But if you keep doing it, then just going to end up battering your head, I feel like. Constantly having sore arms. What's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
And legs are the worst one for me, though. My legs, I think, are quite strong, but I don't have an arse, so I struggle. Like, I feel like doing the actual stuff I can do, but it kills me. Like, doing any squats or anything like that batters my head. Like, isn't like I just can't do it. And then I'll do a proper intense leg day. And the next day, I'm not joking, mate. It's like 3-4 days of me just being like...
Yeah, exactly.
And then I'm like, I don't want to go for a run. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I'm like, I know I need to do it, but I don't want to. And that's what's bad. You know?
That was my big problem. When I started at Pure Gym again, I did that class and I ruined my legs.
Yes.
I couldn't run then. So I was like quite pissed off actually. And like I think with what I'm doing, I will burn. Like I can like feel it. And then like the next day I might feel it a little. But like I know what like intensity I need to carry on just to like heal but still be growing. And a lot of the stuff I do is quite compound movements. Yeah. So like I'm hitting multiple things, so I will always need them all to work. I can't like have dead legs and then just do arms because it just doesn't fit into the routine that I'm doing.
Yeah, it makes complete sense, mate. Yeah, I do get that completely. And I feel like as well, not like bringing up what you were saying then about how when you did that class, I feel like you, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing, I think you became the person that you didn't want to be with that, because I feel like you had a few days of being like, I want to just be able to do this, and I physically can't.
Yeah, and I was
like, it's not like you were moaning, it was more the fact that you were just annoyed at yourself, and I get that completely. And you're just like, I can't go and do it. I want to go and do it. But in reality, if I go out and I run round that corner and that's all I've got, then what's the point? Like, it's like, there is a point, because at least you're still moving and stuff like that, and you can argue that you're doing more and more, but if you've been at a point where you're doing good runs and then you go to that and it's just, it does your head in, mate. That's what it is. I find it very hard when I'm doing well at something and then I then take a bit of a hit, and I need to remember that does happen some days and I will get better at doing stuff like that, but it just frustrates me, like running and stuff. That's why I don't want to go stupidly into it. I just want to build it back up slowly. And I am doing it slowly, because some days I'll feel really good, do a decent run. Some days I'll do a run and I'll be like, oh, that's not feeling good. But I think it's just all about learning and stuff and getting... I feel like you're always learning with your body as well, because you're always trying different things, and you're always... Some days, like, I'm like trying all these different like foods or whatever at the right time, and I'm like, right, is that the perfect time for my body to eat to then do a good run? You know what I mean? And stuff like that. And there's a lot of changes, and obviously there's a lot that I'm hoping in this year I'll learn about that and stuff like that, because I feel like I do well with a lot of it, but I think there's other times that I'll go to the gym and I'll be like... I'll be there and I'll be like, this is not what I want to feel like. Like, I feel like what it was is, again, and I feel like an arsehole, I'll mention the marathon again, but when I did a run, when I did the marathon, like, within the first mile, right, I had a stitch, and I instantly thought, oh, what have I done? I was like, this is going to be now for the whole time, this is going to be horrendous, and I just worked through it, which then I felt good, but I feel like I always have to have that moment of being like, shit, then I'm good, but I want to get past that, so it's not always like that, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be getting to a point where I'm like, right, you perfected this now for your body, you're doing it. Like, I carb loaded the night before, stupid amount. Not stupid, it's what you're meant to do, but stupid amount for the fact that I hadn't done it before. Like, it was a dangerous game to be playing, but I got to a point where I was like, I need to do it. Like, I'd carb loaded in some ways before. Like, before I did a half marathon, when I was practicing, I had like a pizza the night before, and I was like, right, well, I need to go and do this now. I mean, but it helped me on the day. But then if I did that another day, I reckon it would have killed me. Like, this is what I mean. So, carb loading works, and it does work. But I think I need to practice more with these things than just jumping into it. But at the same time, it is fun to just jump into things. That's why I did the marathon, and it worked. And like the thing with the six-pack, I'm jumping into this being like, I know what I'm doing, but at the same time, I've never had one before.
Yeah.
Is it going to happen? Probably not. I was saying to you before, weren't I? I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, somehow, even though I've got my belly, there's some kind of definition. And I went, no offence to Eddie Hall, I don't want the Eddie Hall six-pack of being like so strong in the core, but also still got the belly. I'm like, I want to get rid of it, you know?
Yeah.
And I saw it and I was like, oh, that's not good. so we're getting that down.
He has the abs of like a beer drinker who has a whooping cough.
Yes, yeah, but does stupid amounts of cardio to like work away with it. But yeah, no, that's...
He's just coughing, so he's always working his
sorry,
abs.
Just the cough, not even doing it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like that. Always pumping those abs, so he's just like that. I had a mate who had an uncle who looked like that, and he had abs of steel. But he was built like a little bowling ball as well.
Yeah, it's kind of one of them, innit? It works for strength, but it don't work for what I want to look like. I think that's what it is. I want to get like a good balance of looking good.
Yeah.
To me, obviously, somebody could love that fair dues, but for me, I don't want that look. I want to be strong and decent, like slim.
I want a slender kind of look, and I can. The thing is, I need to focus on training it all, because realistically, I can drop weight quite fast. And I started doubting that I can do it over like the last year. I was like, oh, maybe it has caught up to me, but I think I still can. I've decided that I think I've still got that dog in me to just absolutely drop it like it's nothing. So I'm just gonna do that again. And the difference is I won't just become a small stick. I'll turn it all into big muscly muscles.
Muscly muscles, I like that.
Yeah. So that's just, I haven't got a plan, but that's my best plan. I think if I overthink it, then I won't do it.
I agree, and I think this is why a lot of the time with all this stuff I'm thinking at the moment, like when you said near the start of this, like you were like, oh, have you got a plan for this? I can't remember what it was. I think it was just like, there was a certain plan with my fitness, and I was just like, I've got all the things that I know I want to do, but I've not got it fully sorted yet because I want to do it a bit.
Yeah.
To then, like carry on with the other things. And I feel like I've got a load of plans. I don't want too many.
You're a planner.
Yeah. And it really messes me up because I do so many plans. I come up with so many ideas, and I'm like, right, but then I'm not doing anything because I'm just there, and I've got all this in my head, like a spider diagram of things, but nothing's getting finished. And I'm just like, stop. This one at a time.
Yeah.
You've got this to work to. This is your priority of the 6-pack. Priority with the podcast and stuff like that. And they are my priorities at the moment and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, and then I think everything comes along with, obviously when I say the podcast as well, obviously I mean the fitness page as well. That's a factor of all my fitness journey. But yeah, so it's all big things. And like I say, it's all exciting things that I genuinely want to like sit like there next year and look back on like what we've been creating and stuff like that, and just look and be like proud. And I think the way we're working now will be, you know what I mean? I think it's a very good way to work, and I think we just bounce off each other nicely, like we've said before, and obviously we just do, and it's good because we can push each other. Because like I think like we'll ask each other little things, like we're never being like funny about it. We're just like, oh, have you done this today? And it's just like, just to make sure you've done it, just to be like, not even like so you remember it. It's just so like to be like, you've done it, and then if you have, I can be like, that's good, that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's a good thing, you know. And then if you haven't, it's like, right, well, we'll go and do it now, mate. We'll go on a run if you need to, or we'll do something, you know, because then it helps us both as well. So,
are you going to the gym after work usually?
So I think the way I'm gonna do it is because it wasn't working for me. If I'm honest, I kept not waking up, or I kept not having enough sleep to be able to sort it.
To do it in the morning.
Yeah. So, I think Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. So Wednesday will probably be my rest day, depending on what I do for the week.
Right.
I think I'm going to do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday for the gym after work. And then because Friday I go and work later, I think I'm going to go in the morning. But if I don't, because we're doing something, or if I don't go to bed early enough and I'm like waking up, I'm just like, right, don't punish yourself, do it at night. But as long as I go home and do it at night, then I'm fine.
Okay.
But then obviously the weekends, I'll just do the weekends, you know. I'd like to say that I will do Saturday and Sunday as well, so there'll be 6 sessions, but I know that at some point I probably will want to rest. That's why I've been trying to aim for 5.
Yeah.
But if I do a 6th, then that's good, you know. And I think Wednesday's like a good for like chilling and like planning things like to do with this and like other things, you know what I mean? So it's good. But yeah, right. I think that's been a decent chat. That I think we got a lot sorted. Should we do the porridge? Yeah,
we can do the porridge. The porridge is made by me this time.
Ooh, I was gonna say. Okay. So you better not beat me, because I will not be happy.
Yeah. Okay, we'll move on to the porridge segment, and I'll try not to break the sofa.
Alright, better not be fucking better.
Porridge time!
Yes, he's got it down.
Okay. Well, I need to decide which way I want the mic. Okay, I'll take it back out for you. So, this has been made by me for the first time. Every other time it's been made by Ben. So, I have made porridge with banana in. I bought 3 bananas. I've used 1 because I thought it'd take way more for some reason. To be fair, I haven't made massive portions. And I've added a little bit of honey in as well. Just to try and beat Ben.
Nice. I'm a bit nervous, so I'm not going to lie. It already looks better than anything I've done, but yeah.
Right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Well, yeah, well, we'll have to do it one more time.
So we're doing it. I feel like.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. I'm saying it like it'll fall.
I know. I know. I think I'm used to it being watery.
Okay. Alright, here we are.
Right. So.
Okay.
The usual.
Oh yeah. Swapsies.
Oh, it won't even come on.
Give me a bit more.
There we are. Yeah, thank you.
Right.
Right.
And then chin.
Chin.
You got a bit of banana in?
Yeah, I've got a bit of banana. Don't you worry, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. I hate it. Do you know what the most annoying thing is? You knew instantly you were better as well. I think you knew it, and then you saw my face, and you were like, "Yeah, doubled out."
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah, this could be one of the best. Yeah, if not the best. Yeah. Oh man, this is pretty tasty. I can't even lie. Oh.
Good texture.
That's the thing I've not got down. I'm really annoyed at myself as well.
This.
But I'm proud of you.
Thank you. This is probably the first time I'm smiling in this segment.
That makes it so much worse. And it's not wrong. Oh man, no, it is really good, mate. To be honest, I think I need to go back down to my lockdown phase, like my phase of being really good at porridge. So I used to make some mad concoctions. The lads will say that they weren't good because they looked horrendous. Because I just put one in a jug once because I couldn't even be bothered cleaning the bowl, or I didn't even have one because I was just with my dad and it was like a uni flat. But yeah, this is. If I'm being deadly honest, this is the best one. So just is.
Yeah, I agree. You got any ratings?
It's either an 8 or a 9.
Okay.
Because I can't give it a 10 because at some point there might never be a 10, but there might be at one point. I think we need to do that together. I think that needs to be one that we decide together.
Okay.
A 9 is good, but I think an 8 still beats any of the results I've done before. So I think I'm going to give it an 8.
Okay.
Because I think a 9 is very good as well, but I think I can't give you a 9 for your first one.
No. I'm going to go over 7.
7, okay. I think 8.
I think I'm happy with 7.
Okay.
Because it is just banana and honey.
I didn't want to say that, but sometimes the simple things are the best things.
Yeah. I think there's some mad things that I'll rate an 8, a 9, or a 10.
No, I'm telling you, when the more and more of a budget we get for the show, the content in the porridge and when I get better, beautiful. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have big ackee bowl type or whatever they're called, type bowls of porridge, and you're gonna be the only one. That's beautiful. That. But apparently I'm shit at it now, so something else I've got to learn for the new year.
New Year's resolution.
Can't even do the main thing I tried to do in the show.
Make porridge for porridge in the afternoon.
I know. No. 8 out of 10 though. Very nice.
I'll tell you what. God, I love to eat.
God, I love to eat. Oh, I think I need a spit banana.
Right.
God, I love to eat banana, apparently. It's beautiful.
No, it's good. Thanks, guys, for listening again. Or if it's your first time, listen to the others, you lazy shit.
Please.
Oh, God.
Please.
Right. Okay, goodbye.
God, I love to eat.
God, I love to eat. Because we have to say it at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
God.
Oh, God, you can't even do that, right?
I'm just making him jump. Wow. I just shit somebody up in the car, like, there's driving doing it.
Okay, you ready? Do you want a 3, 2, 1?
Oh, yeah, 3, 2, 1, please.
3, 2, 1, then say it?
Yeah.
Right, 3, 2, 1.
God, I love to eat.
You need to sort your shit out.